So my name is Ammoye. I am from the region of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and originally from Jamaica. Growing up in Jamaica, I grew up in a little ghetto, you would call it, back home in Jamaica. And coming to Canada, coming to Toronto especially, the hub, the mecca of the music industry in Canada, was so inspiring for me. I mean, I grew up seeing people like, I came and I saw people like Julie Black doing their thing, Glenn Lewis, Tamia, Deborah Cox, Jay Douglas. I mean, so many people. And even seeing Drake do his thing and take it so worldwide, it's inspiring. And being in Toronto, everything is so vibrant. The hustle, the bustle, I love it. I live right now in the heart of the city at Queen and Spadina. And so I'm in the heart of it all. And that creates this energy of just wanting to get up and get it done. Because you see people just going out and going after their dreams. It makes me want to get up and be my best and be unique in doing that as well, so I can stand out in the crowd. Because there's so much talent here in Toronto, so much talent. And it's important for me to be here because this is where it all is happening. This is where dreams come alive, and this is where, you know, you're able to connect with the right people in the industry and, you know, figure out how to be unique as an artist myself, and the right people, the right connections to be made, and then build those relationships, and then send the music out there. And this is what I've been doing. And being here where the Juno Awards is as well, and now being nominated for 5 Juno nominations, it's important. It was important for me to be here. And if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't have, I've been the artist that I am today. So I'm very grateful to Toronto for giving me the inspiration to just be myself unapologetically. I'm just inspired every day when I go out and I see how the people here are so resilient. I mean, it's one of the coldest countries, and people are still, regardless if it's cold or warm, they're going out there and getting it done. And so that inspires me to just continue to be confident in the artist that I am and expressing myself with integrity and authenticity. I mean, there's so much to say about Toronto. There's not enough words to talk about the inspirations that you'll get just walking out on the street, you know, and every day, and just seeing people go out and get things done. And I'm from that school of a hard knock, because I came from Jamaica, like I said. But Toronto is just as, you know, they have the same kind of energy where no matter what is going on within themselves or around in a world or within our little city here, we are able to still rise above it and get what we need to do done. It's very inspiring. How festivals across Canada have been helpful for me as an artist is that being able to perform at festivals like Calgary Reggae Fest, Montreal Reggae Festival, Summer Salsa in New Brunswick. I've traveled across Canada, and being able to be introduced to those audiences outside of my city allows me to broaden and widen my audience base and introduce myself to different, you know, people around Canada that wouldn't have probably heard my music if I wasn't there in person on those stages and being able to showcase what I do live and in person. So being able to be a part of those festivals across Canada has definitely helped in a major way in building my fan base and allow me to be more of just a local artist, but a nationwide artist as well. The festivals in Toronto that have helped me in my career and in the arts of being a musician and all of that there's so many, honestly. I've done Jambana, I've done, Irie Fest, Jerk Fest, I've done the CBC Music Festival, I've done Sunfest, Global Toronto Music Festival, so many, Afrofest. What I love about Canada is that it's so multicultural and diverse. and so inclusive. And being able to perform on all these different festivals within Toronto has allowed me to be able to, again, broaden and build on my fan base, as well as build these relationships with these promoters and bookers within the city, that when they see me and see what I do with my band, because a lot of my performances have come from word of mouth and just seeing me perform. When I perform at a festival, I get booked for another one, and that's how it's been. And so they've been, oh my gosh, instrumental in making me the artist that I am. Even organizations like Indie Week, Nation by Nation, they have been so supportive of me as an artist. I did an event with Indie Week, Nation by Nation, and I was one of the artists picked from that situation where I was invited to go and perform in Brazil this year. This is one example. There's so many that I can talk about. Global Toronto have allowed me to perform for the Bogota, Colombia, Uniandes Festival in Colombia. And then the support from festivals like CBC, where I'm getting my music played not just on, it's the local, stations, but CBC is a major radio music station, and they've been so supportive. So it's very much so, oh my gosh, I'm humbled by the support that all of these local festivals have played such an important role in my career to this date, and have allowed me to be, still standing here and sitting here talking to you, and relevant, basically, is the word I'm looking for today. And I've been recording and singing now for over 15 years, and it's because of these local art festivals that continue every year to book me for their stages, and that I'm still here and I can travel the world, not just within Canada, but all across the world, and do what I do. It's because of them. And so I'm very grateful, very thankful. And I hope that our relationship just continue to grow, and I continue to do what I love to do, because I have the support of people like these festivals that I mentioned earlier. So thank you so much. Any last words that I want to share with my fans is just to be you, unapologetically you. Be comfortable in your skin, so much so that it just oozes out of everything that you do. And people will see you for who you are, and you're comfortable with sharing who you are. Regardless of what is going on in and around our world, it's good that you can stand up and be counted as who you are, unapologetically sharing your light, whatever that gift that you have. Mine is music, obviously. And so for me, it's important that I shared this gift, that I owned it and I mastered it, and now sharing it with the world. I encourage anybody that is out there that has a gift, figure out what that is. If you don't know what that is, own it, master it, and then share that with the world. Unapologetically, be you.